Well, what was interesting, early I didn't love our power play. I didn't think our execution was there, and then kind of power plays 2 or 3 through 8. I really liked them. I thought we had excellent chances. I thought we could have scored a few goals, especially on the first 5-on-3. Then what happens usually with players is they want to go outside the structure. They don't want to stick with what worked yesterday. And they try to freelance, and that's what you saw in the last 3 or 4.
Lake Erie seemed to do a pretty good job of pressuring the points. Did this take away from the effectiveness of what the guys were able to do down low yesterday?
Well, yes, and they're a much more aggressive penalty-killing team. They're much like we kill. So you've got to be sharp on the back end. But listen, we've got enough skill. I don't care how hard a team comes at us. We should be able to find the open man and put it in the net. And I just think their goalie had one hell of a game.
Did you see some maturation? It's early from Greg McKaig. He got an awful lot of time here today.
Well, listen, he's with our group of forwards today, you're going to keep hearing me say execution. There wasn't much there. And then when the execution's not there, you need a little bit of heart and soul. And we didn't get that from some of our guys. But I will say this, Greg McKaig played another very good game for me. I was hoping his extra minutes might translate into something for our team.
Can you feel it becoming a mental thing on the bench when power play after power play keeps happening and you're not converting?
Well, they get frustrated, and the one thing you've got to remember as a power play guy is, if your team's running 20% on the power play, your power play's pretty good. Well, that means 8 out of 10 times you're coming back to the bench pissed off. So you've got to learn how to temper the frustration and stick with what our units are trying to do. And I thought in kind of the middle bunch of the power plays we did it, and we had excellent chances to score. But then when the goalie makes a save and you feel that frustration build, suddenly they want to go try things on their own, and that will never, ever work.
Well, is that a matter of all the skill that you do have, guys start working within that kind of box on their own?
Well, yeah, listen, you can have all the skill in the world. If the guy's going to go out and go outside of what we're trying to do, the other 4 guys on the ice aren't going to have a clue what he's trying to accomplish. So they need to be on the same page all the time on special teams. And last night we were. Tonight we were for about 5 or 6 of the power plays, and we could have easily scored 3 or 4 goals. But on the rest, we were clearly freelancing.
It looked like a few times as you guys got a little bit frustrated that some guys did try to do it all on their own, which is not the message you want to send at all.
No, it's right. It'll never work. It just never does, and it's one of these things you see it year after year. When frustration mounts, I'm just going to do it by myself. And there's no one player. There's no way one player is going to be able to beat 5 skaters and a goalie by himself.
It's just one game, but is this the kind of a result where a lot of those extra guys you have now will put that peer pressure on the guys who played today, do you think?
Well, yeah, we talked about it before the game. It's, listen, all eyes are on you. It's not like we have just one extra player here and we can move one guy in or out. You're being judged each night. We had a couple guys even last night, we didn't love their games, and we basically put them on notice. Like, hey, you either pick it up or you're coming out. So, yeah, we'll reevaluate the lineup and chew on it all week.
Why pull the goalie with 7 minutes to go?
Well, it's 3-0, and there was not a whole lot going on. And listen, why wait till the last 2 minutes when you're down 3 goals? And I even said on the bench, if we don't get something going here soon in the second period, I was thinking about yanking them then. Looking back the flow of the game, maybe if I would have waited another minute, I think we got a power play later, but you can't foresee that. But I'm one of those guys, I don't understand the whole wait to pull your goalie. If nothing's happening, let's get it over with and get on with it. What's the difference between the 10-minute mark and the last 2 minutes when you're down 3?
Does it really kind of screw up your bench when you've got all those power plays one after another, kind of take your bench out of rhythm a little bit?
Well, you got guys sitting on the bench because you're basically trying to run your 2 units. But then when they weren't getting it done, I tried to get some other guys out there that hadn't been working it, and they did an okay job too. So anytime there's a whole bunch of power plays or a whole bunch of penalty kills one way or the other, it always disrupts your bench.
Expect the bullseye to be on your club's back given what you accomplished last season?
Absolutely. Hey, their team's going to look at our lineup and look to how long we played last year. And we're not going to sneak in any building now and surprise teams. They are geared up and they are ready to go.
Again, just one game, but the move the guy put on Komarov at the point came down. Does that sort of show him that this isn't exactly a bush league here for coming over?
Right. Hey, I think that was Barry on the back end. He's a slick D-man, played a number of games in the NHL, and that's a good lesson for Leo. You can't get caught out on the outside with some of these D-men here. And you know, we warned our crew about Barry and Elliott on their back end because they're both great players. And what a move he made. There wasn't much room to put that puck, and he found a way to do it on his backhand and hard and fast.